Hello, and welcome back to another blood video. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different. So I'm using a different recording software, and unfortunately, I did have a video where I did play through the fourth level, and it didn't really want to work. So today we are gonna be playing the fifth level of blood. So I'm sorry if you guys really wanted to see the fourth level. But that footage is pretty much, you can just consider it gone. Alright, so the level starts out here by walking into a really sick looking room. I mean, the design on this room is high-key kind of crazy. You know, you step in, kill a couple zombies, you're walking around trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Because, you know, the last couple levels were really confusing and non-linear paths, and you're just trying to figure out the gist, and you get raped by a fucking cultist. Because, you know, why wouldn't you? Start the level again, you know, everything's good and clear. Throw some dynamite at the cultist because you realize you fucked up. Kill the zombies again. And then you walk around the corner and this happens. Gargoyle spawns. And a cultist is in the doorway. That is awful. So then naturally, the thing that you do next is, you know, you try again and then you blow the gargoyle up with fucking dynamite. Because what else are you going to do? I mean, you're low on health, you have no ammo, you have 30 dynamite, and you die. And, you know, it sucks. It really sucks. This first room took me about 5 minutes to get over. And then after 5 minutes, I kept dying. So then I realized, wait, what if I just, start saving the game? Because, you know, I suck at this game. I don't know what the hell else to tell you guys. I think, honestly, I'd have better luck tying my deck to a fucking ceiling fan than trying to play this game on the hardest difficulty. And then my dumbass, you know, decides, oh, that's the statue where the gargoyle is. Let me just run over by it. Luckily, the gargoyle is stupid enough to trap itself right next to a big thing of fire, and then I can just blow its head off. This room was a pain in the ass. Just look at this. And then there's another gargoyle. Because, why wouldn't there be? Alright, so you get through the room. You know I'm at 25 health. I got 2 shotgun ammo. Things are looking rock bottom. And I'm at 5 health again. You know, that seems to be a really good trend in this game, right? Getting low health, you know, walking around a doorway and getting raped. Eventually, I did make it back to where I was, but I had to go through the shitty first room with the gargoyle and the statue again. And only then, after I made it through the next shitty room, I decided to save the game. And then I was able to consistently get back to where, you know, that rape dungeon was with, all the cultists and stuff. Then I was able to find this new strategy with the rape dungeon. I just had figured it out that if I held the alt click on the dynamite, that I'd be able to bounce it off the wall and then kill all the cultists and the Tommy gunners or whatever the hell you want to call them. I mean, I personally really don't care. They all suck. And, you know, it just makes this level more harder than it needs to be. Because, why on earth is the engine so that when they see you, the second they see you, they just shoot you? I was despaired. Ref, where are you? Genuinely. Anyway, I walked forward, and then I get raped again. Yup. That's a stick of dynamite by a cultist. That's a classic movement by a cultist. It was the same shit that happened in the first video, actually, where I was like, wait, what? I'll just play the clip. Ow! How was he not dead? There's a stick of fucking dynamite going off in the room, and he's not. You're just gonna tell me that he's not dead? Wait, what? Yep, it's the same kind of fucking bullshit that I dealt with 3 seconds ago with the cultist throwing the dynamite at the worst fucking time, no time to react, and getting blown up. Like that shit sucks. It genuinely sucks. I was able to get through the room, believe it or not. I actually made it through the level eventually, which is kind of crazy. Um, but I'll just show you guys the next room. It's complete rape. All right, let me walk you guys through exactly what just happened. So you walk in the room, right? There's two gargoyles there. Two gargoyles are pretty bad on its own because you they just eat up your fucking ammo. That's really the problem. You can't really stick them because they have this melee attack and then they have this ranged attack, and it kind of sucks. So they fly at you, right? And then you're like, oh, just peek them with your shotgun, right? You just got a box of bullets in the other room. You're doing okay on shotgun ammo. Well, see, the problem is that you're getting raped around every single fucking corner. Ugh! Hit scan hell is what it is. And then they track you and they follow you into the room, and you can't really do anything about the gargoyles, which sucks. It's like, what the hell are you gonna do? You can't throw dynamite. Or, I mean, you could. That's what I actually ended up doing. But I didn't think of that. And this was a huge wall. I mean, this room was ass. It was really, really bad. But we move on, we conquer, and we never mind. We move on, we conquer, everything's okay. Hey, we made it to the room. Yeah, dynamite explosions. Yeah, let's go. I left the gargoyles alone because I really just didn't want to bother with them. And then you grab the key, and this is what happens. Kind of an L trap, to be honest. Nothing too threatening. Just a bunch of zombies. You walk into the next room, you realize that you got to peek a bunch of hit scanners. And I don't know about you guys, but after a while, that kind of gets a little bit boring. So then I went the other way. There's a couple zombies there, making it through, plowing through. And I picked up this doctor's bag, which is like a med kit on standby, and it's really useful. And there was at one point in the video where I forgot I had it, so picking it up really didn't do me any good, which was like, why am I so fucking stupid? Like, I don't know. Anyway, I realized that I had to run back to the room to get through the actual level. So then I ran back to the room and I did this. Yay, I conquered the room. Yay. I pick up a couple of bundles of dynamite, and then I go back to the door, and I think I conquered the room, and then a fucking gargoyle flies out. All right, well, he's dead now. That gun right there is a napalm launcher. It's pretty much the equivalent of the rocket launcher of this game. And then I turn back and I'm like, all right, where the fuck am I supposed to go? I don't fucking know. I mean, half of this level is me trying to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go. That's the reason why it took me 40 minutes. Then a thought pops in my head. I'm like, oh, I passed 2 doors with keys on it. Maybe I'll go check them out. So then I check them out, and this bullshit. A courtyard full of hit scanners and gargoyles and zombies. Like that is ass. That is straight ass. That is terrible. So then, me being me, I'm like, all right, there's got to be a way to avoid this. So then I'm trying to figure out, like, all right, how do I get through this level with avoiding it? Because like, there's got to be a fucking way. Because there's no way that I just didn't feel like doing it. So then I'm looking around, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to do, and then I get pushed into a corner with a gargoyle. Well, tough shit. I found the way around the fucking hordes and hordes of Tommy gunners, but then I realized, like, wait, this is still ass, but I still pick it. So then I go back and eventually I got through the room. Hey, we got through it. But then I'm thinking to myself, well, now the fuck what? So I go up that elevator, I grab the life seat, and then there's a gargoyle over there. You know, I'm killing it. I'm doing my thing. And then I see a couple of hit scanners down there that I'm sniping with the Tommy gun. And then I go back, I'm having a good time with myself, and then I shit myself when I realize, like, wait, now what? Again, for the 5th time, I'm already lost, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. So then I grab a key, and I'm like, all right, that's cool. I got a key. Now what? And then something in my mind clicks, and I'm like, wait, the other door back there, that's a different key. So then I'm trying to figure out my way back to the door, and I'm like, great! Now what? And I got lost again. I don't know how I got lost in a map that I've already played most of the way through, but I fucking did. So I get back to the door with the key, and then I'm having a great time, killing a couple zombies and whatnot. And then I see these rats in the walls. It's just terrible. It's a fucking terrible time. Blow them up with some dynamite, all's good. Go up the stairs, and I'm like, all right, great. Now what? Now I noticed this room with like these keys and stuff, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, like now I gotta figure out how the hell I get that open. And the rest of the level is me trying to figure out how to get that door open. I've literally beat the level at this point. Like there is nothing else that I can show you guys other than me running around the map aimlessly trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. So it's just ass. It's just ass. I even went back to the fucking room with like all the crazy shit, and I'm like, oh well, this is pretty fucking great. I'm having a terrible time. I go back to the secret underwater room. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to do. Picked up a can of gasoline, and I get right there too. Like look at this.
You will know what to do when the time comes.
Like this level is fucking horseshit. Like I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what to do. And then I go back and then I do a bunch of bullshit. I get through that room, and then eventually I get the door open. And then I walk around and I see this Tommy gunner, and then I'll show you guys the end room because I was so fucking done. I mean, shit. What a fucking level. I mean, this level was something. Like I don't know. I have really mixed feelings on it because parts of it were really, really well done. Like, for example, the rape dungeon. Like that one was pretty good. And then you have other parts of the level where you're like wandering around aimlessly trying to figure out where the fuck to go. And you can't figure it out. And it's ass. It's straight ass. You can't figure it out. And then when you get to the end of the level, you have this sense of relief, just thinking to yourself, God, I hope I never, ever, ever have to do that again. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that again. I know damn well I'm going to have to do that again because the 6th level doesn't look much better. I mean, I loaded into it. And I was like, fuck no. Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.